So tonight was the night of my little, I guess, small gathering of few people for my birthday and get together. It was pretty fun. It wasn't bad. Right now I'm watching Piranchonda. Anyways, but a little crazy. I had a friend who works social work, and there was an unfortunate issue, and they were on call. And I quote, before we even got to the place, they're like, "Oh yeah, they'll never get called in unless something super terribly horrible happens." And something super terrible, horrible, unfortunately happened. And so they got called in. And then, and the worst part is they had drove us there, so we kind of got stranded, and they thought it would only take a little while, and it ended up taking longer than it was. Social work, unfortunately, you know. But that's what he loves to do, and that's what he has to do. And if you notice, I'm watching Piranchonda. Uh-oh. I think those are tons of Piranchonda baby eggs. Anyways. Pardon me. And so, I mean, it was fun. I will say the quote of the night came from my friend Lindsay, who's like my childhood friend. But we're sitting there, and our ride shows up, which was Gary, which is awesome. He's the guy that, doesn't matter. He's an awesome guy, but I called my friend Dee Dee, and Gary came and picked us up because she was working. I know him from work. Anyways, but he showed up and got us home safe and everything like that. But the quote of the night. So my friend Lindsay, Gary shows up and everything. We need to leave, and she still has, I guess, half a glass of wine. And she's like, somebody help me. And to me, that says that you need it gone. And so I just grabbed it and gulped it. And anyways, doesn't matter. But, and I quote, it was a light one. Anyways, I quote, as she gets into Gary's car, she goes, "You don't have a gag reflex." And I'm like, thanks, Lindsay. That's awesome. Like, oh gosh. So yeah, quote of the night, "You don't have a gag reflex." And I'm like, okay. Yay. That's kind of like, at Alice Cooper last night, the band before Alice Cooper that was playing, the guitarist was sitting there, and I quote, he makes like eye contact with me and everything, and he goes, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, and I'm like, rock on. Yay. Woo. Everything. Because I'm surrounded by guys, so it's not like there's another girl. And I mean, direct eye contact. I mean, there wasn't even any girl close, like, behind me, but they weren't really tall and everything. And the dude next to me, who, his name was Bryce, and he was a young kid, and was getting ready to be on his second child and everything. Good for him. I mean, you know, good for him. I'm not ready for that. I'm older than that, not ready for it, but good for him. But he was like, I'm glad he wasn't making eye contact with me. That was kind of creepy. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I don't know if I mentioned it last night, but at Alice Cooper there was a confetti cannon, and like when I went and took off my bra and changed it to PJs, I had confetti. My boobs were having a party with Alice Cooper. I was like, that's crazy. And I guess there's a bunch of super crazy drama going on to where I'm going to be moving for a year with issues, and so I'm like, well, that's gonna have to be taken care of before I get there. It's gonna be a mess. A year of mess. Another thing is, of everybody, it ended up being let's see, 5 of us. There ended up being 5 people of everybody. I'm like, woo! But it was fun. I don't care. A little small get together. I hadn't seen Lindsay in a long time, and so her, getting to meet some people she hasn't met before. I felt so bad for my friend that they got called in and that situation happened, and they were dodging all kind of stuff, and they were working hard to get that taken care of, and they didn't get to eat. But luckily they got some food afterwards. But I'm like, that's terrible. It's a terrible situation, but I'm glad that that's what they do. I'm proud of them. But anyway, so I guess I'll let you go, YouTube world. Just my daily check-in. My eyes keep wandering because it's Piranchonda! Piranchonda! I don't know why I think that. Oh, and Sharktopus was on earlier? Yeah, Sharktopus! Woo! Alright. Well, you guys have a good night. Oh, I didn't press the button. I thought I did. Sorry.